What up? What up? What up? What's good, people? What's up, man? I'm back. It's me. Yeah, me. Me. HereTV and I'm back with y'all. Got my glass. Got my metal straw. We ready to make this thing happen. Ready to make it go down. So, we're back for another review, y'all. Let's sit down. So we are reviewing once again the series Single Man Problems. Shouts out to the production team of this series. I will put the link in the description box of where you can find the series. It is available on www.here.tv, which is HereTV, the HereTV platform where you can go and you can stream all 8 episodes. So that'll be in the description box. I am grateful for the opportunity to review this show that I was given by the production team. Also, if you go and use the link that I put in the description box, you should be able to get, I think, 7 days free streaming on there. Tell them HereTV sent you and they'll hook you up. Just saying. Anyway, so yes, shouts out to you all, and we'll get to some more shout outs at the end. So we already did episodes 1 through 4. This is episodes 5 through 8 to complete the first season. All right, so let's get right down to it on episode 5. On episode 5, we start off with Ronnie. He's staying with the ex now, whose name is Curtis. If y'all remember, Emmanuel kicked him out, and he had nowhere to go. And Curtis told him he could come stay with him. This is the end of episode 4, and we find out that Curtis is got a girlfriend now. So we start episode 5. Ronnie getting up. He's on the couch. And he's hearing Curtis and the girlfriend, baby shark do. He sound like he is blowing her back out, honey. Child, that woman is in there putting footprints on ceilings. Okay. Anyway, I mean, they just real loud, just banging it out. He beating the pussy in, honey. Curtis is over there on the couch wishing it was him, wishing it was his back getting blown out, his box beat in, his wound plunged, and he's over there commiserating because, you know, he wishes it was him, and he remembers when he was getting banged out. So, okay, real quick, gonna step outside of this and go straight breaking the fourth wall. So apparently there's a new actor and actress playing Curtis and the girlfriend. Because if I remember correctly, the old one had dreads, or long, no, he had dreads. I think he had long hair and a puff, whatever. But it's okay, because we only saw them for 8.3 seconds, and whatever happened that made them not be on the show, they probably want shit anyway. So bye, Gert. Bye. See you. Don't want to be you. You ain't getting this no more of my review, because you only had 8.3 seconds already in the show anyway, and that was too long. So we have a new Curtis and a new Lauren, his girlfriend, and they're just as fine, if not better. Anyway, so I think that works out, because I don't even remember what they look like anyway. So the next morning, and let me say this, new Curtis is cute, real cute, nice body, high yellow something, but I still think that I would be more into Ronnie aesthetically with that dark chocolate skin than I would Curtis. I think it probably would depend on who had the bigger meat. That probably would be the tiebreaker. Whoever had the bigger meat, I probably would go with that. Maybe not. We will see. Anyway, I'm getting off task. Let me move on. So, the next morning, Curtis is cooking, and we find out that Curtis is a chef, and Curtis's aspirations of starting up a restaurant of his own. And so Curtis apologizes to Ronnie for being so loud, and Ronnie does the Ronnie thing where he's disrespectful, and he he has this sense of this air of entitlement about him that makes you not want to like him. I mean, and you have this cognitive dissonance going on where aesthetically you want to lean toward having sympathy and empathy toward towards Ronnie, because Ronnie aesthetically, at least for me, makes a great protagonist. I want to like him. I want to be on his side. But his attitude and the way he carries on and the way he treats people that are actually doing him a favor and being nice to him makes you not want to root for him. So there's that cognitive dissonance there that's kind of off-putting. It's really off-putting at times. So, but Curtis apologizes for them being loud during last night's fuck session. Lauren ain't feeling Ronnie like that. And Lauren is like, weren't you supposed to be going? And Lauren is like, weren't you supposed to be going? And Ronnie is like, it got extended. I'll be here a little while longer. Just being real disrespectful to Lauren. Mind you, you are in Lauren's boyfriend's house. Curtis kind of sticks up for Ronnie, and that pisses off Lauren as well. Anyway, Lauren ends up leaving to go get her day started and get stuff done. When Lauren leaves, though, we find out that Ronnie has this interview, and Ronnie is over there saying, you know, daydreaming, talking about, don't you see it? He was like, see what? All of the people standing outside your restaurant, and this, that, and the third. Excuse me, all of that stuff. So then, Curtis is openly flirting with Ronnie now that Lauren is gone. And Curtis almost kisses Ronnie. And Ronnie kind of moves out of the way and walks away from him. But then, later on, Ronnie was like, oh, well, because when Curtis was apologizing, Ronnie was like, oh, well, you can make it up to me by either not being so loud in the room with her or being just as loud with me on the couch. And I was like, but wait a minute, he just tried to kiss you and probably, you know, give you what you wanted, and you ceremoniously brushed him off and tried to, you know, make it like, I ain't doing that because you got a whole ass girlfriend. I mean, which is it? Which is gonna be Ronnie? Come on now. I mean, it. And then Ronnie keeps going on and on, and just the way his banter, his interaction with Curtis is just, it's disrespectful for somebody, you know, living with somebody. Hello, hello God, hello Jesus, hello, hello, is it me you're looking for? Hello Ronnie, you ain't got nowhere to stay. You a whole ass homeless man. Why the fuck are you so disre-damn-spectful? Disre-damn-spectful. I don't understand it. I mean, you out here strip searching rats and roaches to find something to put on. But you over here being disrespectful to people letting you live in their house. No God. No God. Anyway, Ronnie comes home after what was a bad day. And he got ketchup stains all on him. Looks like some bird shitted on him or something. It just looked like it was a bad day. He comes in the house and sees his laptop open, and he's all up in his feelings about his laptop being open. And he's yelling across the house for Curtis, banging on doors, yelling for Curtis, like this is his house. So Curtis comes out. He yells at Curtis about using his laptop. I have my privacy and so forth and so on, and you invading my privacy. And I'm just like, you do know, you ain't got a pot to piss in. What privacy you got? You're homeless. Homeless people don't have privacy. Anyway, then he rudely asks Curtis, after he got through going in on Curtis, you need anything else from me? and then goes in to take a shower. Just as rude and disrespectful. Emmanuel's ex-girlfriend, the one who he proposed to and not is his ex. I don't know if that's his ex or his girlfriend, but I'm gonna say ex. She gets a call from Emmanuel's. Her name Melinda. She gets a call from Emmanuel's sister. Apparently, they can't find Emmanuel because I guess Emmanuel done lost it and is gone missing. And they can't find him. That was a whole mess. They were looking for him, and that's how episode 5 ends. So then, when episode 6 starts, at the end of episode 5, excuse me, I forgot to mention that Curtis goes into the bathroom with Ronnie while Ronnie's taking a shower, gives him some towels, and then rubs him, and baby, they gets it down. It goes down. Mind you, they fuck, and I ain't seen not one nary piece of a peen yet. I ain't even see a fucking ass cheek this episode. Y'all are giving me nothing in terms of crotch watching, bird watching, peen watching, dick, cock, dick of death, cock of doom, anything. Nothing. Episode 6, Ronnie and Curtis are in bed together. They in bed together, hugged up and sleep and laid up with each other. Curtis wakes Ronnie up and everything. Ronnie, old disrespectful ass, like pushes Curtis off. Because Ronnie, they were hugging and playing and Ronnie falls off the bed. And he always takes the smallest things and make them so big. So now he's all upset in his feelings and he's going off on Curtis talking about, you need to go take a bath because you stink. Hello. I believe you probably are just as stink as he is because y'all been laid up in the bed together. Doing only God knows what. So Curtis was like, why don't you come in and take a shower with me? He was like, remember the last time we fucked in the shower? And apparently they did a cutaway in a flashback where Ronnie had to call the ambulance because they had an accident with the shower rod because they thought they was Mimi and old boy from Love and Hip Hop. What was his name? The one with all the muscles in the body. But his face wasn't all that. And he had a big dick too. Anyway. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Who Mimi was fucking. He had a nice dick. Mimi, I have to applaud you, girl. I see you have a type like I do. Big peen. Stevie got a big peen. The dude that you was fucking in the shower got a big peen too on the sex tape. Anyway, Ronnie at one point tells Curtis, listen, you can't have it both ways. You gotta pick. You can't have me and Lauren. You got to make a decision. So then, Ronnie, I thought, well, we learned that Ronnie has this interview that he's late for because the interview was supposed to be at 1 o'clock and it's already 1 o'clock and he's still in bed. But Ronnie had on some gray sweatpants, y'all. And I'm over here thinking, okay, they're going to give me something. They're going to give me a shot. They're going to give me a print. They're going to give me something. Girl, they ain't give me a goddamn thing. They ain't give me a goddamn... Not as much of a whiff or a glimpse of a print, a crotch shot. Come on, production. Come on. Give the people what they want. We want meat. Anyway, moving on. Finally gets to this interview 2 hours late, y'all. It's 3 o'clock. The receptionist lady looking at him like, child, the person you supposed to interview gone. He trying to negotiate with terrorists over there. Talking about stuff. Do it for the culture. Do it for Black lives. Black lives matter and Black jobs matter. Child, he pulled out this wrinkled ass resume. Child, she threw him out of there. A mess. Just a damn mess. Threw him right on out of there like she should have. Emmanuel's ex-girlfriend is still trying to find him. So she's at her office calling him and he ain't answering still. So I guess they ain't find him yet. Some guy comes to deliver a package. He was like, yeah, I got this big package here. He real cute, y'all. Real cute. Got these muscles and shit you can see through his shirt. So, y'all, he was like, yeah, I got a big package for you. Because the package is actually big, but he talking about himself because he done already gave the lady the package. She looking at him like, child, going on with your weak ass, with your weak ass lines. And I mean... At this point, I'm just gonna say this: directors, writers, production, y'all playing with me, right? Look at me here. Look at me. Y'all not gonna keep playing in my face, okay? Y'all talking about peeing, alluding to peeing, all of these veiled allegories about meat, peeing, penis, phallic symbols, dick of death, cock of doom. And we ain't seen no peeing yet. Stop playing with me. I need the dick. Stop playing with a real G. Girl, bye. Why they playing with me? Once again, I will say, as I'm looking at this show, you know, analytically, once again, we still have clunky is the best way I can put it. Transitions from scene to scene, storyline to storyline, point to point, and it's just a bit clunky when you transition. It doesn't mesh well. Sometimes it does seem a little erratic. Ronnie is back at Curtis' house, where Curtis and Lauren are trying to celebrate their 6-month relationship. Curtis tells Ronnie, hey, boo, you gotta go, because I got a whole night planned, and it does not include you being here. Go and get your bag. You got to go. So Ronnie got to go find somewhere to go. He goes to his friend Xavier's house. Xavier's boyfriend answers the door. His name Monty. Monty is fine. No, Monty ain't fine. Monty is fine. Okay? Listen. Xavier, though, not so much. Yeah. Anyway, he ain't cute at all, honey. So Xavier lets Monty, not Monty, damn. He does let Monty stay. But, because Monty ain't got on no shirt and all those muscles and stuff. He all tall, dark, and handsome. Oh, child. Anyway, Xavier lets Ronnie stay. And so, Xavier about to go in there and get his back blown out. And Ronnie says, Xavier says, don't come knocking on my door. Ronnie says, well, don't be loud. And here we go again with Ronnie, disrespectful ass. Like, dude, he's letting you stay in his house. Your ass could be staying on the fucking street. A mess. This whole Ronnie, boy, I tell you. I mean, hello, Ronnie. Did you figure that is Xavier's house? Moving on. We're on episode 7. So on episode 7, Ronnie is still at Xavier's house sleeping on the couch. And we're introduced to Danny and Aaron. Ebony and Ivory. Ebony and Ivory live together in perfect harmony. Oh, I'm sorry. I was about to go all into, what was that? Paul McCartney and Stevie Wonder. That was the song back in the day. You got to be of a certain age to know Ebony and Ivory by Stevie Wonder and Paul McCartney. Anyway, Ebony and Ivory. Anyway. Because Danny looks like he got, you know how you have 2% milk where it's only 2% of its milk? He's 2% black. He's 98% white and 2% black, meaning his great-great-granddaddy was probably black. But that's it. The rest of him is white. I mean, in terms of skin complexion. Aaron, on the other hand, look like he's straight out of the motherland. He is blue-black, honey. Ebony and Ivory, honey. They probably would make great porn, though. Just saying. Anyway. So they reading, child, they is reading Ronnie down. And he, at this point, deserves to be read. Somebody got to read him. He should have been read a long time ago. Somebody should have been drug his ass for all his antics so far. Anyway, Xavier ends up coming out, and Xavier gathers all of them together. They all get together. He wants to talk. So, wait a minute. Let me pause here. So, I've been going on and on, God, Jesus, Lord. You know what? I've been asking all this time, can I get meat? Can I get meat? Can I get meat? And the first glimpse of meat I get is from fucking Xavier. I know you the fuck lying. You don't believe that shit. You don't believe that shit. You do not believe that shit. I just got through saying Xavier is not nobody that we want to look at. We want to see no parts of Mother Pearl over there, Xavier, okay? And his meat that y'all had sprawled out in those gray shorts. But you giving us the meat that we don't want to see. Production, writers, director. Do better. Do better. Do Jesus and do him well. Do Jesus and do him well. Anyway, Xavier is having his meeting. Well, not meeting, but he's talking to his friends. All about prep and you know what prep is. Meanwhile, well, I'll get there in a second. What baffled the mind was it's 2019 and these girls act like they never heard of prep before. Not in no 2019. You ain't never heard of prep. You don't believe that. Maybe 2016 I might go with you. 2015. But in 2019, the girls know what prep is, okay? They just ain't using it, but they know what prep is. Y'all try again. Try again, honey. Try again. Anyway, he ends up telling them the story of how Monty is HIV positive. And Monty got, but Xavier says he's not. But Monty's ex-boyfriend was cheating around and being promiscuous, and that's how Monty got it. And so he was trying to, you know, tell them make sure you stay, you know, safe and get tested and don't put yourself at risk. Why was Ronnie making all these faces like he was about to break down and cry? Like, I didn't understand it. That was bad writing to me. Because one, it was like out of nowhere. I didn't know where that level of emoting came from. I didn't have any background information to explain why he was so overwhelmed. And you never explained to me later, fully I should say, why he was so verklempt. Also, if he was going to emote that amount of distress or was in that amount of duress, wouldn't his friends have stopped what they were doing and said, hey, you okay? What's wrong? Can you want to talk to us? But they ain't even bat an eye. So that was bad writing. It didn't add up for me. I was confused. I was very confused. But after that talk, Curtis is, during this talk, I should say, texting Ronnie asking him, are you okay after last night? I know I kicked you out. I don't know where you at. Let me know you all right. So then Ronnie goes back to Curtis's house. He confronts Curtis about a whole lot of stuff and asks him, when's the last time you got tested for HIV? And he don't remember. He was like, I noticed we don't use condoms, but you use condoms when you fucking Lauren. And he's like, well, I can get pregnant. I mean, Lauren, not I can get pregnant, but Lauren can get pregnant and I don't need to have no baby. He was like, I think it's more than that. He was like, well, fine. We'll just use condoms from now on. And so he was like, well, I'm being monogamous to you, but you have multiple partners. And even though it's just Lauren and him, that made it seem like he was saying Curtis was fucking more than just him and Lauren. I'm just saying. That's the way it kind of came off. And so he tells, Ronnie tells Curtis, listen, when I walked in, you didn't know if it was me or Lauren, and you just yelled out baby. Well, who's really baby? Is it me or is it Lauren? And I was like, that's a good question. He don't give him no answer, though. He don't give him no answer. And that was the end of episode 7, so we get on to episode 8. Now, episode 8, Ronnie finds out he has gotten, he got a job, and he on his way home twerking up the stairs and bumping to some man. Poor man, poor man. Later on that day, Curtis sitting chilling on the couch, with that same gray shirt and them same gray sweatpants. But y'all know he only got like 3 outfits, y'all. Y'all know, I told y'all he been strip searching rats and roaches for something to wear. Anyway, so Ronnie hears Curtis and Lauren in the room fighting. Ronnie jumps up, is facing the camera, standing up. So now I'm like, dun, da, 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 the big reveal. We're going to get some meat and some print. And girl, I got nothing. I mean, Ronnie had on these beautiful gray sweatpants, and they weren't even the thick kind. They were the thin kind that are supposed to cling to the meat. Nothing. I got nothing. A mess. Everything left to the imagination. I don't want anything left to the imagination. I need to know. Dear gosh. I can't win for losing. Cannot win for losing. Do Jesus and do him well. Anyway, so Lauren and Curtis they arguing. And Lauren asked Ronnie, "Are you and Curtis fucking?" Ronnie was about to tell her, hell yeah, but Ronnie, he doesn't. He keeps the key. And he was like, "I'ma just leave." She was like, "No, I'ma leave." And she left, and Curtis follows behind her. Miranda is at her office. Not Miranda, Melinda. Melinda's at her office. Package boy come back. The cute one. He come over there all acting like he angry. He ain't jokey today. He all upset in his feelings. She was like, "What's wrong? You know, normally you joke with me." He was like, "Little Lorenzo, he's sick." And she thinking it's his son. Child, he talk about, "Oh, that's my little shih tzu." And she was like, "You know what?" So then he was like, "Yeah, he been sick for a while. I ain't feeling well." Trying to play the sympathy card. So she was like, well, she picks up the baby. She probably needed her a hot piece of dick anyway and a strong back. So she was like, well, if you want, here's my number. I can come over because I'm good with dogs and I can help you with your dog. Good. She know he playing. She know he ain't got no dog because she was like, if you ain't got no dog, I'm going to fuck you up. Child, he leave there, get on the elevator, call his best friend, say, I need to hold your dog for a couple weeks. We know you ain't had no dog. But you can hear me doggy style. Hey, you got doggy style and I'm here for it. Back down to Curtis' house. Ronnie's watching TV, baby. Having him a good time. Kiki and cockeying. Cackling, honey. Curtis and Lauren comes in. And Ronnie was like, can y'all keep it down? Because I am trying to watch TV. Hey, bitch. Is what I would have said. You in my fucking house. Because it's no... I wish a motherfucker would be in my house, sleeping on my couch, that I'm allowing you to sleep on, and tell my monkey ass that my monkey ass got to be the fuck quiet because you trying to watch my TV. Girl. Whatever. You better than me, Curtis. You way better than me. Anyway. Lauren was real calm though. Lauren ain't get all cause Lauren is usually the one who be going off. Lauren said, oh, it's no problem. Lauren, baby, goes and sits next to Curtis. Conveniently sits on Curtis's right side and puts her left hand on her face like this. Baby, on Ronnie's left side. She sits on Ronnie's right side and put her left hair up against her face like this. Ronnie looks to the side, baby, and sees her hair and sees that ring on that girl's hair. Girl, his face was so cracked, baby. He was so upset. Now, my boy who plays Ronnie, I wanted you to give me a little more cracked face on that. Because you were supposed to have that cracked face, that shattered face where, I mean, I wanted a little more dramatic when you saw that ring. But baby, in my brain, I envisioned it the right way, okay? Baby, the face was cracked. And child, she was like, uh-huh. Whatever you thought you and Curtis had, it's over, boo. It's over. Child. Anyway, back down to Melinda's office. She on her way to Lorenzo's house. Child, because he called her and she was like, I'm on my way. Ronnie is at Curtis' house packing his shit up. Him and Curtis, because Lauren went down to the car to get something conveniently. Talk about, yeah, I got to get something from the car. Y'all can have this good conversation. You can go ahead and break it off now, boo. So Curtis and Ronnie have this conversation. So here's where the writing went off and wrong for me. So Ronnie asked Curtis how much you paid for that ring. Now I'm thinking that, okay, we have more pressing questions than the price of this wedding ring if all this is going on. But that's a whole nother story. But then when he says $900 and Ronnie says, wait, the same $900 I gave you to start up your restaurant business, where the fuck you get $900 from? Bitch, you ain't got no job. Bitch, you ain't got nowhere to stay. You need them $900 in order to get your ass an apartment or somewhere to stay, get an efficiency. Girl, if you would have tried to give me $900 that you stayed in my house, I would have said to you, no, boo, you keep that $900 because I need you to go find you somewhere to stay. The fuck? It's not adding up. It's not adding up. Make it make sense for me. I don't understand that. But child, I guess. Anyway, I mean, this is the same Ron who strip searching rats and roaches to find something to wear. But you got $900 to be throwing away. And if you did give him $900, didn't you want to, say, okay, what you doing with my $900? Where have you gotten with it? And then there was this, and then I thought that there was a little bit of lazy writing here. You had the stereotypical gay boy, DL by guy, break up, I'm hurt, I'm crying, oh, woe is me. And I wanted a little more. I didn't want it to be as stereotypical I didn't want to be able to call it like it was. I didn't want to be able to say, okay, I know what's going to happen. Because I did. And so that I was left a little bit with, I wish there was more, or the writers were a little more creative in how this ended. You know what I'm saying? Give me a 2020 version of this where it's something like, I mean, this may be far-fetched, but this shit does happen in 2020 where you say something like, listen, I know this may be weird, but I even talked to Lauren, and Lauren said we could do a thing. Well, it's just like a three-way relationship where we can all, do, each other, or we can all make it happen, and don't nobody got to part with. Give me something besides the typical, or make it where it's like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Or give me something. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. I don't know. I could, if you give me a day or so, or give me an hour or two, and I can come up with great stuff. But something that's not as stereotypical that anybody can say, oh, I know how this is going to end. You know what I'm saying? So then we see Melinda walking out of the office, going over to Lorenzo on the phone with him. She walking toward the elevator. Who walks up? Emmanuel. Out of nowhere. Emmanuel bends down on a knee, ring in hand, and she's speechless. And then finally, and I was like, bitch, where? Bitch, where you come from? Huh? Where you been? Wait, what? A mess. Ronnie is walking the streets of New York City with nowhere to go. Walks by this homeless shelter. The man said, you need somewhere to stay? You need to stay at the shelter tonight because we closing the door in 5 minutes. And he just walks away. And it ends right there. Now, I had a lot of questions. One, why didn't Ronnie just go back to Xavier's house? Obviously, Xavier's letting you stay there when you need to. Where the fuck did Ronnie get this $900 from? Was Melinda in LA? Did she ever go to LA? Because if I recall correctly, she was supposed to be taking some job in LA. Did that ever happen? It's too much going on. It's too much. Where the fuck Emmanuel been? We don't know what is going on with that. So here's some suggestions that I have. We talked about sometimes the transitions and things are erratic and things like that. So here's a suggestion. If me being teacher, I do teach writing. I do. That's what I do. If I had a student like that I saw and I was speaking to them over and over and over about the transitioning between the plot lines and so forth and so on, the storylines, what I would tell them is start off this way. If you're going to give me episodes, give me each episode focusing on one character, and that way you don't have to worry as much about the transitioning between the storylines. So you might say episode 1 is about Ronnie, episode 2 is Emmanuel, episode 3 is Curtis, episode 4 is Melinda. You understand what I'm saying? And conveniently, in each episode, you have one quick 1-minute scene where there's interaction between all 4 characters. Maybe they happen to, see each other at the grocery store. Maybe they go to a church together. Maybe they all go have lunch one time. Maybe somebody throw a card party and everybody there. Nothing too long. And they don't even have to be all 4 characters, but some type of way where there's some interaction between that character we're talking about in that episode and then another character that we'll be talking about in a subsequent episode to keep the connection going. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. So that way you have if you focus on one character per episode, you have more time to fully expand and grow the story and the plot so we can connect the dots a little more. That's just a suggestion that I have. I don't know, take it as you may. That's the writer in me. But once again, thank you to the production team who reached out to me for doing this and giving me this opportunity. For my subscribers and members, like I said, the link to HereTV will be in the description box. You should be able to get a 7-day free subscription. What you do after that is your own business. But at least you can binge watch the show and you can come in comments. Y'all know how I like to say in my reviews, let's get in the comment section and not argue, but argue about what you saw versus what I saw and how you see it. Once again, thank you to production. Thank you to the members of the cast who have reached out to me to show their support and for my reviews. And until next time, that's all I have for you. I'm LTeddy27. I'm a teacher. I'm angry all the time, and these are my chronicles. Until next time, I'm out. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely.